All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Damage Control. This is Mookie, joined with Delgarn and Darth Beaver, and we're wrapping up the 2023 new. Shouldn't say new year, but we're wrapping up 2023, talking about the Marvel Strike Force, kind of recapping everything that's been going on this past week, and minor talk about what's going on the horizon. But I think we are going to kind of dive deep into our current state of the game as far as like focus points of what's currently happened. Feels like things are stagnant a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoy the show. And let me introduce the gentleman here, starting with I'm gonna do Dale Garn. How are you doing, Dale?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, Dale. And Darth, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing spectacular. Ready for a new year?
Yeah, yeah. New year, new you, maybe. I don't know. Or no, I don't
No,
want you to
same
be a new
me.
you. Same you.
Yeah, same me.
Yeah.
Kind of. I got a problem in MSF that I don't know that I've ever run into before.
Let's
I
just
have too much gold.
let's talk about that then. Yeah, look at you. I bet, you know what's funny? I bet you got more gold than me right now. Where are you sitting at up there on the gold bars?
Uh, I even spent some yesterday. Let's see, 43 mil.
43. Dale, are you starting to have this problem?
I'm about where you are. Yeah, we were talking about the other day in our chat, and I was looking at things to spend on. I definitely think bringing up Pegasus more is a good idea for me. I don't know where your guys' Pegasus are.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a peek, pull the curtain. Good morning, Ahmed. Um, here's where things are even creeping up even more so, which is scary as heck. But I haven't stopped farming. I guess that's my question to y'all. Even though the gold is going up, do y'all still farm on those gold orbs, or
Not as much, honestly. I have 63 gold orbs myself and 105 training orbs. So I was farming the training orbs extra for a while
hmm, hmm,
to make sure that I had, because I had a training orb problem for a long time.
yeah,
And I have like 500 of the gold ones plus a few thousand of the purple ones in my inventory, plus that 100 orbs. So I quit farming that. Honestly, with my farms, since we don't have to hit 600 energy anymore to get our raids, I haven't been spending cores on energy for a few weeks now, unless there's a energy spending event. I've kind of quit farming,
that's a good
like not
idea.
like extra farming, not like
Yeah, you're not pushing, you're not refreshing it.
right. I'm
Yeah.
using my energy, but I'm not using any cores or any of my free refreshes that you gather.
Mhm.
Um, so and I'm farming a lot of basic catalysts, um, a lot of mystic parts, a lot of things that I'm just a little short on when I farm. Like I don't need any characters anymore that are farmable, so I'm not farming any more characters. So I'm looking just for some specific gear like those. But I have over 4,000 of those too now, just like you do.
Yeah.
Like it's been a minute since I needed those. So uh,
That's a good point.
yeah, it's a weird spot. I'm like ready for the level cap increase.
For you, Dale, I mean, are you kind of doing the same tricks? Because I didn't even catch that as far as on. I just, creature of habit. I've been still refreshing, like all what is it, up to the 50s? Like I refresh the 50s
Mhm.
daily. But are you also refreshing, Dale, or have you stopped?
I'm refreshing the 50s, and I'm still doing the gold and training orbs for the most part, because I really don't need anything else. And I mean, we're always going to need gold and training mats, and I'd
Okay.
rather have excess than not have enough.
Okay. Yeah, just stockpiling it kind of thing during this down period. Yeah, and I've done it by habit and kind of same point right there. You just the goal is going to go away pretty quick, especially with that level cap increase or whatever new characters and teams come out. But you mentioned about focus points. So with all this kind of situation that we're in, because we're in the same boats. Well, first off, I mean, how close are you about the big boy scroll, Dale? Did you get him yet, or?
Probably not yet. I'll probably hit it this week.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, because I think that's well, you probably already have the characters you need to start going through. But normally that's in the past when we're trying to get to scroll. That's where all that gold is dropping on to get your level 95 characters. But you mentioned Pegasus. I do like that aspect of it. it's kind of hard to go all in on them. But I mean, see, I was
Yeah,
looking
yours
at
is
that
larger
team.
than mine right now.
Okay.
That's I think that's exactly where mine is. Yours looks exactly like mine.
Yeah, I look at this team still because in Crucible, they are one of the teams that I use on offense. I know some people put them on defense, but I use them for the def seed counter. And if I keep hovering over this guy right here, because if there was one thing to do within the goat, it's like, okay, which one of the four do I want to get up to 95? And I think this is the one that I would pick. I mean, do you guys have any other opinions on that, or are y'all just gonna leave it at 90? Or like, well, Dale, what's your focus? I mean, you're the one that brought them up. Like, what's your focus to get them
They're
at?
not mine aren't all 90 yet. I don't have all teal gear on them yet, which I want to do
Hmm.
because I did fail on a really big def seed this week in Crucible. So I
Hmm.
want to make them a little bigger, make sure, and also make sure they're doing their job in the increasing difficulty of raids.
Okay. This is the high thing right here. Getting that second diamond on her.
Hmm.
And I wish haven't recorded videos, but I know mobile's been using them now recently, and excited about Pegasus on Crossman Crucible. But I've been using this team for a while against them. And one of the things, I don't think I caught it on his video, maybe it happened, but it's so insane when she gets her first turn. First, she doesn't get blinded, and you just kind of look at the group at the 5 death seed, and when she puts out her, I think it's their special, it's the first one that comes up, or that I choose, it's the special. She can like one shot two characters like within that group. It's like insane.
Hmm.
It's just insane.
Mobile's is 3 diamond too.
Oh, he has
Yeah,
3? Oof.
he
Yep.
pulled a 3 diamond on her out of an orb.
Oh, that lucky ass. Oh man. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm like, God damn. I mean, because 280, right? I mean, imagine getting that pull
too
instead
much.
of saving 280. Oh, that's so good.
I spent
Um,
2 star upgrades this week or 2 diamond upgrades this week.
dude, I saw.
Kestrel was one of them.
Yeah, she's exciting. Definitely, I would put her within at least easily the top 3 to put on your radar as far as jumping to that second diamond. And then of course, what she got the mythic tag, and
Hmm.
Mhm.
yeah, she's definitely one. But yeah, it goes, and she's the heart and soul of this whole Pegasus, and then of course standalone character. But yeah, I think yeah, once you start getting into the teal, do you feel like pushing past that, Dell, past 90?
But so I have Kestrel Max, of course, and I took Iron Man to 95 because I was originally planning on taking to Dark Dimension, but I didn't pull the trigger on the Gear 18.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
the rest are like 85.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of hold off. I've done the same thing. I don't hit the button as far as gearing them all up, but I will use the money to get them up to 95. Just not the actual resources. See, I'm still hesitant. I just have fear. But it's just like I just kind of wait to go all in. But they're doing what I need to. The bottom line is when I kind of get stalled out like this, I'm like, well, I can still auto run it on first strike,
Hmm.
and then I can go ahead and manual play it on the next level up on the raid. So I'm okay with them, and if I start struggling, then I'll start increasing it as necessary. But for you, Darth, I mean, do you have any interests of teams that you're looking at or characters that you feel like focusing on?
I was looking um, through all the stuff, and I mentioned the Pegasus and A Force was the other team that I was looking at. But I feel kind of like you do about it. Like my A Force is very similar to my Pegasus.
Wow, that's way
Uh,
higher
I
than
got
mine. Look,
I got a big photon. Everybody's got a big photon, a Gear 18 photon. Um, but I have Gear 16 on everybody else, level 95 on Spider Woman, and level 90 on the other 3. Um,
hmm,
so it's not much bigger than yours. It's a bit bigger. Um, it feels like if I put more into it, maybe it could do more things than it does, because now that I have the seventh star on Photon and she's lit all the way up, and the other characters are now all 7 red, which every character in your arsenal is now. But it just, when you were taking them up against 7 red teams before and your team wasn't 7 red, it just the power levels have evened out a little bit more, and they've got a bit more of a chance against things like Gamma and things like that, especially once you boost them up. But we don't see that many Gammas anymore, and we have tons of Gamma options. So it's just a weird place for me to be in, where I don't know. Like, I'm done with my DD6 runs. I've saved most of my gear, and not necessarily on purpose, but because I'm having a real bottleneck of the uniques.
Yeah.
So I want to take Gambit to 18, but I need Osmium like a bat out of hell, like I need it. I want to take my Doom and my Hela to gear 18, but I need Miasma. Um, I feel so short on gear. Like I want to take my Lizard to 18, but I'm short of that cloth, that metal cloth, or whatever it is.
Yeah. All those unique. So that is where the bottleneck is coming in.
Like that's what's holding me back from going absolutely crazy and upgrading everything I want, like I shouldn't. So gold isn't even I'm running out of things to upgrade with my gold even. So like I said, it's weird. For the first time ever, it feels like I am ready for the level cap increase.
So, with that being said, what's the first character that's jumping up to the 100 once that time arrives?
Apocalypse and Scroll. I mean, that's the simple answer. Scroll and
Mhm.
Apocalypse, and they'll all go up one level at a time. See, here's the thing: it's not like you're gonna have to spend. And it's the way it's just like when we did that gold spending event, and everybody was like, "No, don't spend your gold. Save your gold because you're going to do the level increase." Well, I spent my 80 million gold, and I have almost 50 again, plus all those gold orbs after having none. So the thought of not being able to take almost as many characters as I want at this point up one level at a time. I'm thinking so every day I increase, I'll probably take five characters up one level with the increase. And so if I were to choose five, it would be Apocalypse, Scroll, Kestrel, Zombie Juggernaut, and Zombie Iron Man.
You're gonna skip King?
He'll be six. He'll be the next one. I don't want to do what everybody. You I gotta
No.
remember. You guys are gonna answer the same question too, probably, or at least talk about it. So my answers can't be the exact same. So I gotta go with the smart choices plus what I love.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm just teasing there because I know how your zombie team is going through the moon right now. But yeah, I mean, so it's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting place for me in regards to the focus point during this like period. I kind of hover within the new teams that are coming out. So this is kind of where my current build is now. I'm gonna just get them up to the levels. It's for me personally, it feels like level 90 is kind of like, with especially with the raid teams, those specific teams that you need to go ahead and use on a daily basis. Whatever there's a new character that's part of that niche of raid teams are gonna go to 90 for me personally. Then if I need to start gearing them up to past, to the 17, 18 levels, I'll do it accordingly. So that's what I'm doing with Forge. I lost all my cores. Congrats to you, Dale, by the way, on your Forge pool. Sunspot's going to be coming up this week. Hopefully, I can go ahead and continue to get some cores in time. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that.
And so here's the thing. So I didn't have quite enough cores to unlock Forge. I got to like 80 with all the cores I had saved up. And this is what I was talking about before. And I used to buy characters regularly, and then I quit because I feel like they took away my slot machine pull, which was a lot of my value when I bought character offer. I bought a $50 offer for Forge, and I bought it because it came with the
Event.
Spenders event currency.
Hmm.
So with my $50, I got
It's not even on here anymore.
a diamond orb. I got a 7 red. I got 30 character shards for Nighthawk, 30 character shards for Iron Man. I got a reasonable amount of other stuff for my $50.
Hmm.
Um, one of those new super mega gold orbs. But anyway, it added enough value where it replaced what I feel like they took away with their slot machine. And so I'm not saying that I will buy a new character every time, but I'm saying that if they run one of these events that's like this, when they sell new characters, I would be much more likely to spend the $50 again than I would before, because I felt like I got way more stuff for my $50 this time than I have in the past buying 100 character shards only.
Yeah, so I see what you're bringing up on that regards because I noticed that, what, I'm almost certain, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when his first initial release came out on the paid track there to go ahead and buy them on the store or wherever you purchase him, it didn't come with those perks. I'm pretty sure. Did y'all? I mean, am I wrong, or were the perks right from the get go? As
For
far as
his, it was. They didn't go with
For hers,
Nightcrawlers at
yes.
all. For Forges, there were yes, but not for Nightcrawlers at all.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I just didn't. Maybe I just because I have the habit now where I'm not spending, and so I didn't look at it. But I did notice it later down the road, that package deal that you're speaking of, Darth.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and
I mean, if you buy your ultra cores on the web store, and then use those ultra cores in game and buy that package in game, then you get twice the value basically for your stuff. So I got a quote unquote $100 worth of points on the spender event for just $50.
and I'm looking at the wrong one. Is it this one, the Grand
That,
Countdown?
that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So
Made it in.
is
I'm
it
at like 10.
really that
So I
got
got,
you? Damn,
yeah. So up one, yeah.
you got this
No,
one.
well, I'll get to that one because the strike pass is coming out tomorrow or today, something like that. So I'll buy the strike pass, and we have a whole nother week before this event ends. So
It's
I'll
interesting.
get to the 11th one.
That's a good question. I mean, that is something to definitely take notice of as far as trying to figure out
And
where the value is. And I know, well, go ahead. I'm probably gonna,
I'm not trying to get you guys to spend, and I'm not
yeah.
trying to be like, oh, I'm spending now, everybody's spending. I'm not saying that I'm going to buy every character that comes out now. I'm saying that I did it this time because they replaced value that I feel they took away.
Hmm. No, I get it. And I guess where I'm coming from is like staying strict to like a monthly budget, for those that are interested in using fun money to have it on the side for their game. It becomes a decision now for me is like, okay, do I want the 50 to go towards the character, or do I want to continue using these passes? That's kind of where my decision making comes, because there is
Hmm.
something within the blog post here. This battle pass is going to start expiring out, and the new characters that are coming out there to chase, as far as that are shards to still collect on, are your Bifrost team. Val, Beta Ray Bill, Sylvie, and Loki are going to be part of this battle pass. So then it's like, for me, that's kind of like an chase, as far as like I'm good there. But the real, and
Well,
this is what Dell said, this is like the big one that you're kind of looking
yeah,
at.
right there. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. So
I buy that for the dark promo credits.
yeah. So then it's like, okay, well, if I want to use it there, does that mean should I still do the strike pass? Anyways, and it all becomes personal decisions and personal take on where you're at in the game and things like that. Just to kind of sit and digest, because I don't have I try not to have my wallet play the game kind of thing and just go grab everything. But it's just, yeah, it's just kind of, it's interesting. It's interesting. It is something that they did change up and that you brought up, and it's a good conversation, definitely. Let me see what else I have on the notes. So we kind of are, that's going on with the event. How's the blitzing going for you guys? I'm pretty sure I noticed that Dale and I are kind of off the charts on the whole, what is it, the
Yeah, look,
Road War?
the World Warrior. Look at it. Yeah, I think.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's three. We're all on there. So that leads me to believe right off the bat that you're already maxed out on your the blitz
Yeah.
Yeah.
points. Right? Yeah. And then all we're now chasing are these 25 points, which I don't know if y'all did the calculation. I'm assuming that this is kind of where you guys are near or at also, and losing out on those
You're a
extra
bit
bonus
higher than
points.
me.
Yeah. Okay. And I think it was probably
But
because I spend those cores. So
I spent a lot of cores too, but I'm at
Possibly.
yeah.
Yeah.
294.
You also have a 6-star Green Goblin. I don't. So I lost some points there,
No, I do
which
too.
is definitely
So
annoying.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are the extra points as well that we could be trying to chase after. Um, I just don't
I
know, but
really
I
want
guess
milestone 19.
that's
Yeah,
what
but I'm not gonna get there. I don't know that Mookie's gonna get there.
see, that's where I'm at. It's like, what do I do? I mean, I know there's those daily pop-up offers that maybe you could do for like $5, and I didn't see what the points were to calculate it. I already ran too late off of that, but I don't know. And then my
You can
cores, I
only
gotta
get like,
save it. Yeah, I can't use
yeah.
cores no more. So I did want that one as well. Let me see if I. Well, it doesn't get me a next level, so maybe I'll hold off. I don't know. I don't know
But
what I'm gonna do.
hold on, but there's also ranking rewards.
Mm, okay. And of course, this is a
So if
blind,
you get that,
blind leaderboard. We don't know, but we would
I,
assume.
I think I think you get to 19, you should be able to get to 1 to 3% or 4 to
Right.
10,
I'm feeling a 1 to
and that way
3%.
you're getting 55 shards,
Okay.
which should set you up for the next star. That's my mentality.
Yeah, that's a good way. And I
After
forgot
you
about
miss
that.
40.
Yeah, so this is going to end in 2 days. And just to kind of sneak peek and jump into, because it's a good transition period in regards to what's on the horizon. This is like kind of just short, get to the point of what's happening next week. And I guess I should also put up this one. This is a little bit easier. But it's going to be in regards to the, after this Nightcrawler event ends in 2 days, the next one that's going to take over is the Icy Extravaganza event. And the point system off of that is where you're going to be spending campaign energy. So you probably start using your cores there, Darth. Battle and raids. And that's about it as far as those two. The milestone, the web milestone part is earn alliance credits. So when you earn your alliance credits, you get that. But it's for Polar Power Web milestone event. And I mean, I'm not going to break down the point system on that. It always feels like things change and it gets all kind of tedious. But I'm just highlighting the events that are coming through. They're on Tuesday. Then on the Wednesday? No, I think it's Thursday is when the Sunspot release is going to come through. So I feel like I got to attack that arena, be more aggressive there, trying to get as much cores as I can. Or just kind of be patient and sit and see what I'm going to do. Like we're just talking about as far as the spending aspect of things. Do I do Battle Pass? Do I wait for a character release? I'm not sure. But that's going to happen on January 4th for Sunspot. And then, of course, it kind of breaks down everything here. And again, this is that Icy Extravaganza. But it's real kind of short. Nothing too interesting as far as for next week. But as far
We
as
are getting all the new Avengers farmable, though.
oh yeah, I knew there was something. That's why I'm like scrolling through. So that one's interesting. Yeah, all the new Avengers are coming up, and that where is it at? Here it is. Keep an eye out on the inbox message alerting you to character availability, and they kind of outline where you would find them at, whether it's in the arena, blitz, or some type of campaign nodes. So I don't know where I'm at on the new Avengers. That was another team when we were talking about focuses. Of course, the raid team is the focus, but then I was thinking about Cosmic Crucible, and I don't know. I mean, let me pull up. I'm sorry, I don't have it shared with you guys. Let me get it over here. I started kind of looking at this team, and I noticed Dorky. Here and there, I would look at some of his YouTube videos, and no, it's not New Wars. It's New Avengers. He has him on defense, and I think Mobile had him on defense. What are you guys using New Avengers at all on Cosmic Crucible?
Not
No,
currently.
but if you do, I know you got to throw Coulson in there. You take out Thing and you throw in or not Coulson,
Fury?
Fury.
Hmm.
Because Fury will give the speed up to Coulson and it makes him go super quick, and it just makes the team work extra fast. In Crucible,
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
I'm inching towards it only because I mean I kind of like where they're at right now. They're already in that teal 90 aspect, and I was doing this for the war a little bit, but I felt like there was some other event that we had tied in for them. But really, I was looking at Ronin coming into DD6, and I was really inching towards using Tiger as well, but then I stopped.
They're one of the trial teams.
Is that what it was? Yeah, so there had to have been something tied into it for me to get them this high. Especially because, again, they're a war team. So normally with the war teams, I don't even get them nowhere. That's why even my A-Force is kind of low. But, yeah, I'm kind of interested. So I do want to test them out and kind of see how it works, putting them in the room. Let's look over here. So it's just my current defense. I want to say that they were either in 2 or 3. I can't remember. I have to double check and kind of figure out. But yeah. So anyways, with Cosmic Crucible, I mean, this is the big one. I actually went 3-0 last week, and I think as I'm
Nice.
itching higher, that's why I'm getting this state of mind. It's like, well, I need to continue pressing. I know I got to be a little bit trickier with my defenses and not be so mundane. But it's hard, right? I mean, isn't the season almost going to end? Where's the clock for it? I don't know how to find it, but I feel like this one may end. So I'm just in this weird dilemma where I don't know like how aggressive I want to go with playing with defenses and
You got a month.
About oh, so
27 days.
oh, okay then. Well, I probably will do it then. But this is kind of the question I have for you guys in the Nightcrawler situation. I know Dell and was it Furyk maybe in our Discord. There was kind of like room 4 or 5. You faced him immediately, Dell. Faster than I did. I faced him like later, match 3.
2-5.
Yeah. So you put him in room
Yeah,
5?
yeah, it's a room they're in, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. And now they talk about putting Forge in over Cyclops, because with him and Dazzler, it gives double buffs or double debuffs, and you can't take both of them out.
Interesting.
The other thing, or something to bring up, is Thanos.
Oh yeah.
People putting him room 1.
Yeah.
And then you can't sack the team.
You can, but it's hard. You have to throw in like a rebirth. Like that's how I did it when I had to do it. I threw in a full rebirth team and let them take their first turn and paused it before their first turn was over and prayed that it didn't kill who their target was. And I got lucky and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So like there is a way to do it, but like it's fucking terrifying. Like
Yeah.
you literally have to go in and just be like, well, this is it. This is my whole crucible right here. Hopefully they don't kill whoever they chose.
That's funny.
Because you can't wait around for it to take a second turn. Because the computer will take turn 2 as well. And if the computer fucking takes turn 2, they're almost assuredly going to kill somebody.
So I know amongst y'all too, I'm curious to hear this conversation about the usage of your scroll and putting them in room 6 with a dark code or putting in room 1. I mean, what you end up deciding to do with your scroll, Dell?
I was doing the team Darth did. I'm not sure. It really never gives me a win though.
Yeah, and do you still have it, Darth?
I do. It feels like having scroll away from room 1 makes them take a gamble with one of those 2 rooms. So like
Yeah.
they want to use Apocalypse against scroll. Like that's going to be your main counter for scroll. So then you've got to go into room 1 without Apocalypse. And I've seen people one-shot it with Echo and Masters of Evil, but I also they used their Apocalypse in my room 6 one time this week and then couldn't clear room 1.
Mm.
So I feel that room 1 is damn tough as it is. And I know if I see your room 1, I'm literally going in with the tech sack, and then I'm going to wait my 5 minutes and I'm going to come in with Masters of Evil Apocalypse. It's still going to be tough, but I'm going to get it on the second shot.
Yeah, I'm just pausing because I know that is what I saw on some of the counters, and for me, I kind of understood that, and I did the same thing for someone else that had it on room 1. And then it becomes like an efficiency battle at that point. It's just kind of how the matchups are going. So I'm not sure, and I guess, but because I have them there, because I'm stubborn as far as just leaving it as is, because I'm kind of used to what I have on offense and things of that nature. I'm wondering if I should put Thanos in there. I mean, if you're like sitting in my position, Darth, I mean, would you, like if I, being all in on room 1 with scroll there, would you kind of lean and think that it's also best to put Thanos?
I mean, if you're going to put scroll, you may as well.
Yeah.
Take out Photon and put Thanos, and then you've got to place them correct. You've got to place Thanos in the corner and scroll right next to him.
Okay. Defeat energy.
Yeah. And it's still only a 50% chance that he gives scroll energy, but like it's a pretty good chance that he's going to give it to him,
Yeah. All right. I mean, let's put on this defense real quick.
I saw that.
Oops. All right. Maybe. I know she's gonna put a taunt, so I need to figure out who I want.
Yep, Tiger there and Mockingbird there, and I might actually switch Coulson and Fury.
I think I saw him where he had like those 2 guys in the back. Thinking back to Dorky's video and those 3 in the front. I believe.
That makes sense. Just get your bigger character, your hardier character next to Tigra.
Yeah. All right. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I remember something about you're correct. It was room 3 because I do remember him speaking about that turn 1 ult going off on one of his team. I think it was Tiger's ult. And then I'll figure out about this. I don't know how he's gonna. Oh, it's still Gamma. I guess it doesn't. I don't have to get too detailed about tech and skill traits. We'll see. But anyways, so that's all of that on the Cosmic Crucible side of things. It's definitely interesting. I think we hit on the points as far as video aspect of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the YouTube video. We'll still chat here on Twitch and just kind of look at different things. But appreciate you guys again, whoever tunes in to the YouTube video. Good luck with y'all's Cosmic Crucible battles and anything else you got going on this week. Enjoy your New Year's, and till then, I guess we'll see you in 2024. Bye-bye.